Today we are going to study theorem number 4. What is the statement of the theorem? If f and g are the two functions such that their composite function is identity function, then what is the relation between f and g? And the statement is this, that f and g are the inverse of each other. As they are inverse, that's why we can say they are the bijective function. तो बेसिक स्टेटमेंट ये कहता है कि एफ और जी जो फंक्शंस है ना, उनके बारे में कोई इंफॉर्मेशन नहीं है इनिशियली इंफॉर्मेशन इज ओनली दैट द कंपोजिट फंक्शन ऑफ both of them is identity function. Then how we can find the nature of the function? By this theorem we can easily say that both function are bijective function. This is the first statement. And second statement, that is most important, that g is the inverse of f, and if g is the inverse of f, then you can easily say that f is the inverse of g, means both functions are inverse of each other. Okay, let's prove. इसको प्रूव करते हैं. तो इसके प्रूविंग के स्टेटमेंट के लिए हम लोग सबसे पहले देखते हैं. सपोज मैं एक सेलेक्ट करता हूँ. यस, ओके, now it is okay. F and g are the two functions. Let f define from a to b, yes or no, and g define from b to a. The nature of function is like this, from a to b and from b to a. Then it is given that f of g equals to ib and g of f equals to IA. एक्चुअली इसको रिमेंबर करने के लिए मैं क्या कहता हूँ, और स्टेटमेंट आपको याद भी रखना है, दैट हियर इज द g, देन व्हाट इज द डोमेन ऑफ g, इट इज द b, देन इट इज आइडेंटिटी फंक्शन ऑफ सेट b, and here is the f, that's why it is identity function of set a. Just remember it. Okay, then how we can prove that f and g are the bijective function? For the bijection we have to prove that 1 1 and on to both nature. Okay, let the function f. For the function f, first of all we are going to prove that it is 1 1 or not. We have to check it. What is the basic concept to prove a function is 1 1? तो 1 1 के लिए हम लोग जो काम करते हैं उसमें क्या करते हैं, हम जिस फंक्शन को 1 1 प्रूव करते हैं उस फंक्शन के डोमेन में, in the domain of f we have to take two elements. तो यहां पर हम लोग दो एलिमेंट्स लेंगे, means let it is x1 and x2 belongs to a. Yes or no? It is okay. And then we have to find fx1 and fx2 separately. Yes or no? Then what is the next fundamental? We have to put fx1 and fx2 as equation. fx1 equals to fx2. Yes or no? If this function is 1 1, then what will happen? After solving this equation first, we have to find that x1 equals to x2. यदि सॉल्व करने के बाद हम लोगों को ये मिलता है, then we can say the function f is 1 1. और सपोज ऐसा नहीं मिलता है और कुछ मिलता है, then it is the many one. Okay, now how we can prove here that the function f is the 1 1? Given things here is only that their composite function, or you can say composition of the function, is identity function. Then by the help of this information we have to prove that f is 1 1. Okay, let this equation number first. Equation number first is this. Yes or no? Now taking g function, or you can say making composition of g on both sides, means g of f x1 equals to g of f x2. Yes or no? It is identity function. That's why we can write that it is the identity function x1, means it is the ia x1 and it is the ia x2. And as we know, for the identity function here x1 equals to x2 means our fundamental requirement is clear. Yes or no? To prove a function 1 1, basic requirement is this. Basic requirement is this, that by solving this equation, we can, if we can get this, then we can say the function is 1 1. Yes or no? उस इक्वेशन को सॉल्व करने के बाद यदि ये मिलता है तब हम कहेंगे ना 1 1 है. तो ऐसा हुआ या नहीं हुआ है? चेक इट. हम लोगों ने यहाँ पर सॉल्व किया इसको, g of f का यूज किया, it is the identity function, and from this we are here. That's why we can say the function f is the 1 1 function. Just like f, you can prove with g also. Got it? Now for the bijective function we have to prove that the function is onto also. Yes or no? Or you can say it is the test of surjectivity. Surjectivity. For a function to be surjective, what is the fundamental necessity? As you know, for the surjective function, codomain is equals to range. As we know, f is defined from set A to set B. Yes or no? And it is the part of codomain. And if this codomain equals to range of the function, then we can say the function f is onto. Okay, उसके लिए हमें क्या करना है? इसी प्रोसीजर को हमें लैंग्वेज फॉर्म में लिखना है. Then what is the language of that? Statement is this: for all y belongs to B, there is x belongs to A such that fx equals to y. इस मीनिंग को समझने के लिए मैं आपसे यहाँ पर एक सेट बना देता हूँ. सेट A, it is the set B, and what is the statement? For all y belongs to B, there is x belongs to A such that function is f. And by this way we can prove that in set B there is no empty elements, means no such element which don't have any pre-image. और ऐसा करने पर हम लोगों ने ये प्रूव कर दिया ना कि जो कोडोमेन है वो रेंज की इक्वल हो गई है. यस और नो? अब इसी स्टेटमेंट को हम लोग प्रूव करेंगे बाय द हेल्प ऑफ गिवन सिस्टम. अब हमें गिवन क्या है? हमें तो गिवन था कि f एक फंक्शन था जो a to b डिफाइन था, एक फंक्शन g था जो b to a डिफाइन था. इट इज द गिवन, एंड सच दैट f of g it is the ib and g of f equals to ia. It is only given. And now we want to prove that function f is onto function, और उसका स्टेटमेंट अननोन है, अभी देख लिए. अब देखिए मैं कहां से स्टार्ट करूंगा. एक्चुअली मुझे अल्टीमेट जो टारगेट है मुझे लेके आना वो कंफर्म है. मुझे लेके आना है फॉर, मैं बात कर रहा हूँ फंक्शन f के लिए. तो f के स्टेटमेंट को यहाँ लिख देता हूँ. अभी मैं रिपीट कर रहा हूँ. ये मुझे ये प्रूव करना है. फॉर y belongs to b implies x belongs to a such that fx equals to y. This is our fundamental focus, fx equals to y. Here I am going to take that if it is a function a to be defined function, it is f function. Here x, then it is the y. For the function g, it is the b to a defined. Yes or no? b to a. For y, it is the x. Now we can write gy equals to x. Yes or no? It is equation number first. Now taking the function f on both sides means you can write that g f of gy equals to fx. Yes or no? Because f is a function, it is given function. Then we know that it is the ib, means ib of y equals to fx. Then we can say, easily prove here that f equals to xy. And as we know, this is the statement of you can say surjectivity, that for y belongs to b implies x belongs to a such that fx equals to y. Means here we can easily prove that, or you can say we can say that the function f is the surjective function. तो function f surjective हो गया. Similarly, we can prove that function g is also surjective. तो ये जो थ्योरम नंबर 4 थी उसके दो स्टेटमेंट प्रूव हो गई. एक तो f और g कैसे फंक्शन है, बाइजेक्टिव फंक्शन है, 1 1 हो जाएंगे और on 2 हो जाएंगे. Now we have to prove second statement of the theorem that g is the inverse of f. Okay, g is inverse of f. How we can prove it? As we know, f and g are the two bijective functions, and now as we know, because their composition function is identity function, तो एक्चुअली हम लोग इस सिस्टम को प्रूव करने के लिए जो हेल्प लेंगे वो उसी की लेंगे जो क्वेश्चन में या फिर स्टेटमेंट में गिवन है. मीन्स सपोज वी हैव टू प्रूव दैट f of g equals to f inverse. Then as we know, f of g is equals to ib. Yes or no? This is the given statement. Now taking f inverse function on both the side, it is a f inverse of ib. Yes or no? Actually f is a given bijective function, that's why their inverse is exist. Actually हमें ये तो पता ही नहीं है कि इनवर्स उसका है नहीं, लेकिन ये स्टेटमेंट गिवन है f is the bijective function, that's why it is invertible. तो उसके इनवर्स को हम लोग यहाँ पर ले सकते हैं. अब यहाँ पर हमें जो प्रॉपर्टी यूज करनी पड़ेगी वो प्रॉपर्टी नंबर 3 में हमने पढ़ा था, f inverse of f equals to I. As we know, this is the IA of g equals to f inverse of IB. और किसी भी फंक्शन का आइडेंटिटी फंक्शन के साथ कंपोजिशन फंक्शन लेते हैं, then as we know here, that will give function itself. That's why we can say that here g equals to f inverse. Means this statement, or you can say this second statement is proved here. Okay, तो फंडामेंटली हमने क्या क्या देखा उसमें एक बार हम लोग इसको समराइज कर लेते हैं. थ्योरम नंबर 4 का जो स्टेटमेंट क्या था, that f and g are the two given function and composition of both the function is the identity function, it is given. Only this much information is here, and by the help of this information you have to prove that f and g are the bijective function and g is the inverse of f. Here we prove that f and g are the bijective function, and by the help of the property that their composition are the identity function, we can easily prove that g equals to f inverse. I am scrolling it, you can note down each and every statement, okay, on your fair notebook. This is all about theorem number